What is going on, everybody? I gotta tell you, it has been a week. So you may have noticed I haven't uploaded since, I believe, Friday, and there's a reason for that. So I figure I'd give you a breakdown of my week and see if maybe you guys would have made any other decisions versus what I made. So I found out Saturday that I had bed bugs. Now, I'm not a dirty person. I don't know where they came from. I'm gonna imagine that they were probably here when I bought the house, which really sucks because no one told me that. So, the first thing we did Saturday night was we started cleaning up around the bed and putting some home remedies around the bed. Well, my arm has been getting eaten alive, and so I was a little concerned on how well these home remedies would actually do, because if they do bad, then I still have to live with them and deal with them. So, what we ended up doing was we called an exterminator on Monday. And they came out for inspection, thank the Lords. And they came out and confirmed, yeah, we got bed bugs. And keep in mind, when we cleaned on Saturday, we vacuumed what we thought was all of them, and we sprayed them, and we steamed them, and all the stuff that Google said to do. And come to find out, he gets to my house, and he's looking at everything, and he lifts up the frame of the couch, and there's 5 more alive. It's like, okay, that's why I was concerned about these home remedies. And they were moving, they were living, probably breathing. Did bed bugs breathe? I don't know. But yeah, so that started a whole cluster of events. So after the exterminator, the price came out to like over $2,000. I was like, I'm a 22-year-old that just bought a house. I don't have $2,000. So we asked if they had finance options, and they did, and we tried to go through with them, and I'm in the process of rebuilding my credit, as a 22-year-old does, and so I got denied. Well, my girlfriend tried to also do a loan, and her credit's great. She's around a 715, I believe, and so we tried her credit. Well, the problem is that her income isn't quite as much as mine, and so she has to claim the mortgage on her credit account, which means her debt-to-income ratio is way too high. So, we ended up trying to go through a bank instead just to see if we could do it. If they put me on it, it was an instant denial. If they put her on it, they went through a process to see if maybe she could get approved, but again, debt to income was still way too high, so they ended up denying her, unfortunately. So, I decided to call one of the banks that has impacted my credit, and I'm like, hey, can we turn this collections payment into a personal loan instead, and like get it off my account as like a negative, thing to my credit? And so I went through the process and like, oh, well, he'll hear back from you tomorrow. First thing next day. They're like, oh, sorry, yeah, it was an instant denial. Like, oh, cool. So now it's Tuesday, or Wednesday? It's Wednesday at this point, and we have no idea what we're gonna do about money. I mean, been denied on every single front for, the right way to do it, and I thought maybe I could go work the corner or something, maybe. Well, I ended up talking to my grandma about it, and grandma, she actually ended up fronting the bill. Now, obviously, we're still going to pay her back, but grandma was willing to help us out with the situation because she understood that it's a horrible situation to be in. And so we got the exterminators figured out. Well, I got paid on Thursday, and I've been in my new house since December. And my first thought was, hey, I should probably get insurance on this because it's March. And so I start calling insurance companies. Call insurance companies all day long. Like from 7 in the morning, well, probably 8 to make sure they were open. From 8 in the morning to 5 p.m. while still working my job, because unfortunately YouTube isn't my job yet. So while still working my job, I called everybody that Google found. And I had some pretty funny interactions. For one, I answered the same questions about 18 times. That got really, really frustrating because I was just repeating my address, repeating my name, just repeating my spouse's name. I was like, holy hell. So that was a fun situation to be in. But one situation in particular that I really found very, very entertaining was I had called an insurance company, and I won't say the name, but I called an insurance company. They came in, what do you need? I need insurance on my house, blah, blah, blah. He looks, have you ever had insurance before? No, that's like why I'm calling you, to get insurance on my house. And so he does some digging and he's like, sorry man, you don't have insurance on your house, so we can't give you insurance. And I'm just sitting there like, how am I supposed to get insurance if you're not gonna give me insurance, right? And I kind of asked him, like, can you explain that to me? I don't understand how I'm supposed to get insurance if you're not going to give me insurance. And I guess what he said, it makes sense, is some people will, you know, there'll be an issue with their house, you know, tree falls on the roof, or there's some water damage or any of that sort of thing, and they don't have insurance for the house yet, and then they'll call and then immediately make a claim, and so the insurance company's already out, say $5,000. So like, it makes sense, but it's like for new homeowners, like obviously we're not gonna have house insurance yet. Like we just bought the house, and so maybe this is something where I'm just inexperienced. Obviously, this is I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not you know, I'm not in the rental industry at all, and so I just, you know, I don't understand. But it was that was such an interesting situation to be in, because it's like, so you want me to have insurance before you can give me insurance? That's like going to a job interview and the job saying you need job history before you can get this job. It's like, okay, but I need this job to get job history. Well, yeah, but you need history to have the job. So it's like the infinite cycle of just tomfoolery. And yeah, it has been a week. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my girlfriend, and I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to put my 2 weeks in as an adult. I just started, and I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Apparently, that's not how it works. I didn't know that. It would have been nice to find out that there wasn't any sort of contract that you kind of just have to do it. And yeah, but going through all of this, I've realized a lot of things. For one, insurance companies are stupid. For two, bed bugs are stupid. For three, no matter how hopeless life itself may feel, there's always going to be some sort of solution, even when you don't see it. You know, unfortunately, there's some times where you have to swallow your pride and ask for help, and it's really hard, especially when you feel a lot of weight on your shoulders to be a provider. And it was tough. It truly was tough to have to call for help. It wasn't something that I was happy doing. Not at all. And I don't think anybody really is truly happy in that situation to have to ask for help when you're trying to be the one to have it all figured out. But, you know, I don't think I could have gone through this situation as maturely as if, you know, maybe I didn't have my girlfriend by my side or supportive family members by my side. And I just want you to know that if you're going through a hard situation like this, you're not alone. It may feel like it at the time. It may feel like you don't have anyone to talk to or nothing to go to or any resources. And you may not have the same resources I had. But there's plenty of situations where you'll figure it out. It may not be the way you want to do it. But sometimes we have to do what we have to do. And that's unfortunately what I had to learn. It's, hey, you kind of just gotta do what you gotta do. And then this time I got lucky and my girl did bail me out. But there was a chance where I would have had to sell things to make sure that I could sleep comfortably, because I did not sleep well at all this week. Especially knowing that there's bed bugs in my bed. Yeah, it was a fun situation and it was a fun ride. The other crazy thing is, and this is how I know that I'm pretty sure I bought the house with the bed bugs, is that when the inspector came by, he had said that they've been there for at least a year. It's like, that sucks. And yeah, so it kind of also made me reflect on, you know, the people that I surrounded myself with, and I'm like, do I really want people like this that choose to just screw me over, you know, so they can make a buck? And so that's one thing that you really want to look at, you know, yourself, is who you're surrounding yourself with. Like, can you trust these people? And I know that's really hard for a lot of people to ask, because a lot of us, we all want human connection. It's common. It's human. It's human. You're human to want connection. But at the same time, you don't want to surround yourself by bad people. because that's just not going to be good for your mental health. It's not going to be good for you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be around people that respect you and love you and care for you. And that's honestly why I started this YouTube channel, because I feel that I have some family, I do, and I can't say I don't. But I feel when it comes to friends, I may not have the exact amount of friends that I want. Luckily, I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years now. It'll actually be 6 years and 5 days from when I post this video. And that just makes me so happy that I've had a best friend around for that long. You know, have someone to rely on and someone to care for me and help me in ways that I didn't know I needed help with. You're gonna go through hard things in life. That's just apparent, and it's very, very unfortunate. Life happens to absolutely everybody. Whether you like it or not, you are gonna be through a situation someday where you are just going to be absolutely not demonized, but tired and exhausted and wanting to give up. You know, maybe not on life itself, but on the situation, and just maybe living with comfortability. And sometimes that's just not the answer. You need to find another way. Now, you may not have anybody in your life that you feel comfortable, you know, helping you, whether it be mentally, physically, financially. And I wish I could offer you those things to whoever's listening, but I can say that if you ever need someone to talk to, or a video to watch, or someone to be a friend, you know, part of your daily routine, that's why I made this YouTube channel. That way I can connect with the gaming community and connect with the people that I feel so comfortable around. I really appreciate you for watching today. I appreciate you for watching my Junkrat gameplay, and I appreciate you for watching me ramble for 12 minutes. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't be afraid to reach out if you need help. Enjoy these last few moments of this Junkrat gameplay.